Good morning student. As in continuation with chapter number 2, today we will discuss about what is psychological testing. So children, these psychological testings are done in order to know the individual differences. So psychologists have constructed different types of tests for assessment of various human characteristics such as intelligence, aptitude, personality, interest, values and educational achievement. So children, it means these tests are developed to know about how people tend to differ in their personality, interest, attitude, and values. So these tests have been used for the various purposes such as for the selection, placement, training, guidance, and diagnosis. So children, these tests are used by using a particular set of statement and responses has to be done by an individual. And whenever a person tries to perform a particular test, it is important for him to know the aim of a particular test, and questions should be related according to his or her age. Now let us know what are the different important parts of psychological testing. So the first important component is that it has to be a particular objective. So when a person is performing these tests, the aim should be there. On the other hand, psychological testing are done by using a particular scale that is known as standardized, means measurement can be done of his or her performance. Secondly, the objectivity. Now children, what is objectivity? When two or more person administer a particular set of group of people, both of them should come with the same value or with the same opinion. So children, it is essential that the item should be worded in such a manner that they communicate the same meaning to different readers. Secondly, children, the construction of the test is a systematic process and it involves certain steps. It involves detailed analysis of item and estimating reliability, validity and knobs of the whole test. So a psychological test should have objective. Secondly, a reliability, validity and knobs. These are the four important components of the psychological testing. Now children, let us know what is reliability. So children, reliability of the test refers to consistency of the scores obtained by an individual on the same test on two different occasions. For example, you administered the test to a group of students today and re-administer it on the same test, same set of students after some time, let us say 20 days. If the test is reliable, hence there should not be any variation in the scores obtained by student on two occasions. So children, reliability means when the test is being done after a particular period of time, the score should not show any variation. The score need to be same. Now talking about the two types of reliability, that is test, retest and the split half. So children, let us know what is test, retest reliability, which indicate the temporal stability or the stability of the test scores over time. It is computed by finding out the coefficient of correlation between the two sets of scores on the same set of person. Now the second type of reliability is split half reliability. It gives an indication about the degree of internal consistency of the test. This is based on the assumption that the items of a test, if they are from the same domain, should correlate with others. If they are from different domains, for example are apples and mango, then they would not. For finding out the internal consistency, the test is divided into two levels employing even method 135 or evens or odd item 135 and even 246. In another group, the correlation is computed between the scores of odd and even numbers. Now talking about the validity, it refers to the question, does the test measure what it claims to measure? For example, if you have constructed a test of mathematical achievement, whether the test is measuring the mathematical achievement, for example, language proficiency. Now talking about the fourth, that is knobs. Finally, a test becomes a standardized test when norms are developed for the test. Norms means the rules are developed. As mentioned earlier, the norm is normal or average performance of the group. The test is administered on a large number of students. Their average performance standards are set based on their age, sex, place of residence, etc. This helps us in comparing the performance of an individual with others of the same group. It also helps in interpreting individual scores obtained on a test. So, children, norms are the normal or average performance of the group through which we estimate a particular individual's performance.